with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll do it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Man, 3rd and long, and this defense is thinking pass, pass, pass. Offense, nice job. They sneak a run in there, kind of catch them off guard. Quarterback keeps the football, gets some yardage, and now makes this 4th down more manageable.
And the Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Welsh. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Bounces it outside. It's Welch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Number 46, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Running inside. It's Hosley. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Allen.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Caught close to the marker, it's made. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
On the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Here comes the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 33, set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
So now it's 2nd and long. Lewis. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. What a grab with one hand.
The 3rd down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield and gets some positive yards.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. The run inside. It's Young. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it way down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking for room, it's Hosley. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Addison. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Here comes the heat. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Lewis on the play action. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Throwing. Lewis fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. Just weren't able to come down with that one.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. A little release to the back. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release by the QB. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. They've got the screen set up. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute.
Set to advance on the football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for room, it's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, baby.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you see them consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Of 10.
All right, now when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I got to be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Lewis makes the catch, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Lewis to throw. Touchdown, Colorado! They jump on top here in OT.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. Touchdown! got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he added the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. On target over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He'll pull it on the read. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. From the gun. Pocket breaking down. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Throwing, Lewis. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Lewis from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
One more stop by this defense wins it. Fourth and long in overtime. It's Lewis again. Fires to the right. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.